I recently had the opportunity to experience a drop party of a skill I've never experienced before, and in this video I want to show you how everyone involved broke the game. Whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, believe it or not, spending billions and billions of GP on items is more difficult than it sounds. Now, sure, you could buy a Bird the Last Guardian or something of the sort, but that wouldn't be fun. You want to have an inventory filled with different items to make the party room chest look more exciting. The end result of spending about 90% of the budget was an inventory filled with noxious weapons, great abilities, supplies, and 2 grand prizes, being the Fractured Staff of Armador and a Greater Ricochet ability codex. Now, make no mistake, my initial budget for this drop party was blown out of the water by far more wealthy and incredibly generous players by the name of Dor, Qsif, and Jesus, who together 9x'd the initial budget. And let me tell you, this was an epic drop party. Now, when I logged into the world, my PC fans were spinning like crazy straight away. I did not expect probably a couple hundred people to be waiting there for me, and apparently the reason there were so many people there already is because people were doing warm-up drop parties. Now, I'm not sure who those people were, but thank you for warming people up by dropping 100, 200, I don't know, maybe even 500 mil. But yeah, people were already doing drop parties as I just logged in and started streaming. And once people realized, it didn't take long for me to get swarmed, and my PC just started lagging immensely. Like, my 1080 Ti could not handle that amount of shadows, particles, players' pets just sitting there in front of the Falador party room. People, I didn't expect this. What the fuck? It was genuinely insane how many people were in the party room. There are players on every single tile, and as you can see, my game had issues rendering them at all because at some point, well, my game just decided to give up, and you could only see the amount of players in close proximity of your character. It was so bad, dozens of people in my stream chat were saying their game was crashing or their PC was getting a blue screen of death. I don't know why, but I think the reason was that many players were moving around, because in World 84 during double XP, pretty much everyone is concentrated on a couple of tiles. There's a couple of people who are doing dummies, but here, hundreds of people were moving around, and at some point, everyone disappeared. My game didn't even render the amount of people there at all anymore, and you could only see the chat, much like on double XP, of players in the exact same tile as you. I thought I'd start by giving away some Runescape GP, so I said trade me and just spam trade me and I'll click someone. But because there were so many people there, half the trades didn't even register, people couldn't find me, and I couldn't even open a trade. I was spam clicking my trade interface for like 15 seconds before one popped up. Okay, I'm gonna click someone. Boom. Click. I can't even... Oh my god. What? I can't even trade, dude. It's... The game's breaking. I literally clicking trade. Oh, okay. During double XP events, when places like Lumbridge Combat Academy and Fort Firenze nowadays get extremely full, you're still able to trade without too much lag. Sure, it's a little bit laggy, but not this bad. And what a sight to behold for something people call a dead game. People showing up and filling a world that maybe had 100, let's say 200 for good measure, people inside before this event started is crazy. And then it was time to drop the items in the drop party box and wish the 1400 players here good luck, as their odds of getting a balloon and getting an item were very low because there were just so many people. Now, in this chest that went out, I believe people chucked a bunch of other items in as well. Someone dropped in like 500 mil worth of cash. So that was over a 10 billion GP drop party gone in like 30 to 40 seconds, which is crazy. Now, I did try to get some balloons myself, at least pop one and maybe see a drop on the floor to have experienced the drop party, if you will. I would have just, dropped the item back in for the next round. But, well, it was just too busy. If the world crashes now, I'm going to be sad. Oh, it's going. Here it goes. Oh, there went the FSOA. Okay, someone's going to get rich now. There's still a lonely lance in there. I'm going to try and get something. What a sight to behold. Some people got extremely lucky, while most people were either not even able to pop a balloon, or maybe locked out of the game because they crashed and couldn't get back into the world. Absolute chaos, but what an experience to be a part of. And it was of course great to see that at least some people in my live chat were able to snag an expensive weapon such as a noxious scythe. Now after the drop party, I wasn't really sure what to do. I mean, there were literally like 1,000+ people physically there and I was completely overwhelmed. I had money to give away, but I didn't know how to, honestly. And someone who had the exact same outfit as me, let's just refer to him as Fake Protox, managed to convince people he was me, and suddenly groups of players were running away, and let's just say it was quite the sight to see. And maybe it wasn't even on purpose, but the fact that there were so many people running after him was that was good fun. Eventually people did realize that that wasn't me, probably because they were listening to the stream or something, because they ran back. But man, what an experience this was. In hindsight, I should have probably prepared a little bit more in terms of like what I wanted to do, but then again, like I said, I did not expect this many people to show up. How do you prepare for something like this? A literal horde of viewers following you around, and actually not even able to follow you and just having like a guess at where you're at because there's a stream delay, and if there's too many people in a single area, you cannot see other players as well. I should have 100% done a Gillinor tour with these people just to get reactions like this out of people doing some kind of skilling method or combat training method, just not realizing what is going on. I'm so glad I did a live stream because this was so much better than a regular video giveaway. A sense of unity with the community. A moment of rejoice. Well, until you get that electrical bill, because then you're not going to be as happy anymore. But until then, just wow. I'm so grateful to be a part of this community.